A war-weary Korean girl trudges by a stalled M-26 tank at Haengju, Korea. It was on September 6, 1951. She has her brother on her back. As Soviets approached Berlin, the citizens of the city did their best to take care of zoo animals in 1945. An early car stops at a gas station. This reflects the beginnings of automotive culture. The date is unknown. Students at the University of Michigan in 1950. A young boy is carrying 2 bottles of wine under his arms. This was in 1954. Alice Little, the inspiration for Alice and Alice in Wonderland, was born in 1858. Jonas Salk developed the polio vaccine, protecting billions of people from a feared disease. Gerald Ford does push-ups in the White House in 1975. The extinct Jackson rhino at the London Zoo around 1903 to 1905. Jackie Kennedy tenderly kisses the casket of John F. Kennedy in the Capitol Rotunda on November 24, 1963. This is a WLW Crosley Superpower radio receiver device, and it's from the USA, from 1936. U.S. soldiers bury Native American victims of the Wounded Knee Massacre in a mass grave soon after the attack. The attack left as many as 300 Lakota dead on December 29, 1890. Jumbino, the favorite elephant at the National Zoo, is having his daily bath and scrubbing. This was on August 10, 1922. Al Capone's mugshot from Miami on May 8, 1930. Nurses are trained to operate an incubator, a vital tool for the care of premature infants. That was in 1939. Two women are feeding a black bear at the Miami Zoo. The year is 1931. Salvador Hector Sarita, a little 6-year-old motorcyclist, Buenos Aires, 1936. American actress Myrna Loy rows a canoe down a flooded street around 1925. It's a Christmas party in an underground shelter in London, 1940. The Icelandic Revolt, the General Strike of 1926. There's a prototype Sikorsky V-173 airplane. It's mounted in the full-scale wind tunnel. This was in 1941. A bar kitty moves in while a patron snoozes, 1947. Visiting quarantined family members at Ullevål Hospital in Oslo, 1905. A man is using an aerial camera in Texas in 1943. During the Nuremberg trials in 1945, war criminals were laughing at a translation mistake. A group of women are showing off their stylish swimsuits, taking a stroll along the Rockaway Beach boardwalk in 1938, much to the delight of people nearby. A British soldier is hiding from the rain under an overturned Tiger tank. This happened in Italy in 1944. Robert Wadlow, the tallest man to ever live, is with his family around the 1930s. Alright, so in 1910, a woman is helping a young girl. The girl is sitting down. The woman is pulling something out of the girl's hand with a pair of tweezers. It looks like a splinter. Actress Belle Bilton in the role of Beauty and the Beast, 1889. Roland, a 4,000-pound elephant seal, is getting a bath from his handler at the Berlin Zoo. This was taken in 1930. A member of the state militia faces off against an African-American veteran during the 1919 Chicago race riot. This was on July 27, 1919. Icebreakers are pushing an iceberg to clear a pass in McMurdo Sound, Antarctica, in 1965. There are men at work, and this was in the 1910s. The oldest known photo of a tornado was taken in 1884. Comfort women. From 1932 to 1945, Japanese Imperial Armed Forces forced women from all over the world to be sex slaves in Korea and surrounding areas. Japan still denies it ever happened today. Machu Picchu before any restoration. The image features a street musician playing a trumpet. He's standing on a city street. Beside him, a little girl is listening intently. She's wearing a dress. The musician is wearing a hat. Robert Earl Hughes, the heaviest person ever recorded at 1,071 pounds, walked without any help. He lived from 1926 to 1958. General Patton's bull terrier, Willie, on the day of Patton's death, December 21, 1945. A woman is about to grab a kid from the water using a net at Rockaway Beach, New York in 1958. It was 1945 when a B-25 bomber collided with the Empire State Building. Ruby Bridges, the first African American to attend a white elementary school in the Deep South, 1960. On May 21, 1945, Colonel Byrd, commandant of Belsen Camp, gave the order for the last hut at Belsen concentration camp to be burned. A British soldier wearing battle dress is kneeling and praying. This was at a service of intercession for France, which happened at Westminster Cathedral in London on the 14th of June, 1940. Selfies aren't a new invention. Here's a woman taking a selfie from the year 1900. A True Girl of the West, Del Rio, Texas, 1906. In the early 1900s, Sears sold entire mail-order homes. They would be shipped via train and put together by whoever bought one. This house cost $5,375. A cat is crossing the road in New York in 1925. Giusto Cerutti, the Piedmontese runner, Tour de France, 1928. American soldiers pay tribute to the fallen animals in 1918. The 1st Cavalry Division was carrying out an operation on the Bong Sun Plain, and as a result, they destroyed a village with fire. This happened after one of their soldiers was killed by a booby trap. The year was 1967. Florida, around 1896, the Jupiter and Lake Worth Railroad. Back then, peanut sellers would wear suits with a ton of peanuts sewn into them. Cologne Cathedral, 1944. People are sleeping on the crowded platform of Elephant and Castle Tube Station, taking shelter from German air raids during the London Blitz. He's taking his cousin for a wheelbarrow ride. The year was 1948. They were in Corley Moor in the UK. Marcia Pinkenfield won the Most Beautiful Child in America contest in 1927. Teenagers were stripped and beaten by United States Navy sailors. This happened during the Zoot Suit riot in Los Angeles, California in 1943. It's the Ford assembly line in 1913. A coal miner is waiting to get into the communal shower at the end of his shift. This was taken in Gelsenkirchen, Germany in 1958. Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, 1970. A time of changing fashion. Women were embracing new styles. The silhouette was different, with a higher waistline. Dresses often had a long, flowing skirt. Hats were large and elaborate, frequently adorned with feathers and ribbons. A hormonal imbalance caused by an illness led to the growth of a horn on the forehead, sometime between 1890 and the 1910s. All right, here's the Radio Shack TRS-80 microcomputer system from 1977. A young person holds a stone during a riot. This took place at the top of Leeson Street in West Belfast, Ireland in 1978. A glimpse into life in a Glasgow slum capturing the harsh realities of urban poverty in 1868. Glasgow, 1868. During the 1920s and 1930s, sheep were routinely brought into London parks. The reason? To keep the grass under control and cut down on mowing costs. It's a 1923 clown band at a children's hospital. The first photograph of a human face ever broadcast on television. This happened in London in 1926. The latest thing in electric baseball scoreboards, George Coleman, the inventor, is shown with the mechanism. This was in Washington, D.C. in 1924. It's bath time. The little boy is sitting in the tub. He's got a toy boat. It looks like a fun time. Leo Tolstoy is telling a story to his grandchildren in 1909. Susan LaFlèche, the first Native American physician, graduated medical school as the valedictorian in 1889. Hell's Angels members are fighting with pool cues. This happened during the Altamont Free concert. The club was hired as security. This was in California on December 6, 1969. April 15, 1974, Patty Hearst surveillance. Hibernia Bank surveillance camera, San Francisco, California, United States. A Sikorsky YR-4B HNS-1 helicopter, the first mass-produced chopper, is in the 30 by 60 full-scale tunnel. It's 1944. A man is standing in the lumberyard of Seattle Cedar Lumber Manufacturing in 1939. Gertrude Schilling, mother of hat designer and milliner David Schilling, is here with one of her son's characteristically flamboyant hats, around 1971. The heart-wrenching situation of a jawless man after getting treated for a mysterious disease. Crau Farini, born in 1876, died on April 16, 1926. She was an American sideshow performer. She had hypertrichosis and was part of exhibition tours in North America and Europe during the 19th century. During the 1930s, beauty pageants often made contestants cover their faces. A photographer is taking a picture of New York City streets in 1925. This is a portrait of a mother and her daughter. It was photographed in 1910. Two girls greet their wounded father returning home from war in 1940. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 1944 was a big event. The volcano, located in Italy, had been quiet for a while, but it woke up again. There were some interesting things that happened. An angry kangaroo is seen knocking out a woman for trying to photograph him in the 1960s. Soup cooling spoon, 1948. Simone Seguin, also known as Nicole Minet, was only 18 years old when the Germans invaded Paris. July 15, 1921. Cleon Throckmorton is at the easel on the terrace of the Crazy Cat. The Washington Post described the establishment 2 years prior as something like a Greenwich Village coffee house. Herman the Cat, a cat who was given the title of expert mouser aboard a U.S. Coast Guard ship during World War II. The public got a look at the Goodyear illuminated tire in 1961. Airlines Not Whole Club, New York, 1940. A 100 years ago, even the window cleaners wore suits. The treadmill in the 1920s was a wooden frame with a series of steps. There were handrails on the sides. Kennedy on the right, Monroe and Kennedy's brother Robert are backstage just after Monroe's performance. It's one of the few photos of Monroe and Kennedy together. Katharina Detzel, a mentally ill patient, built a man out of straw in her bed in 1910. It's an old traffic accident from the Netherlands in 1914.